Okay, hello everyone. I'm Katalin Balázs, and I will present the Agro-ecological Knowledge Hub as a project legacy from UNISECO. And I just hope that I can get to my next slide. Yeah. But the UNISECO Agro-ecological Knowledge Hub concept has been launched in November 2018, as it is an integrated part to the project website. And it has dissemination, both dissemination and exploitation elements and functions, including the spatially explicit interactive online tool that you just heard about, but also the methodological handbook that will be a major output and project legacy from UNISECO. It will also provide a platform for continued knowledge sharing and capacity building as a project legacy. The concept is also to communicate and exchange knowledge with project actors and stakeholders, but also to integrate awareness raising, direct participation and skills development for the needs of each audience type as appropriate. And of course, to engage actors throughout the whole value chain, both during the project lifetime, but also beyond. The aims of the Knowledge Hub is to, first of all, create knowledge, co-create knowledge with stakeholders and create stakeholder awareness of the case studies that we just gave an overview about in this morning's sessions, and of which you can hear more in details in the afternoon sessions, and to disseminate success stories and promoting the adoption of agro-ecological approaches, but also to utilize synergies with or build on other existing knowledge sharing platforms, such as the FAO's Knowledge Hub. And also the UNISECO Agro-ecological Knowledge Hub is a good tool to develop networks of practitioners for improving the sustainability of farming systems and to create the basis for a significant legacy of the project outcomes. And last but not least, this is to add value and lever resources and promote project innovations among stakeholder communities in the whole agri-food system. So who are the target audiences? We identified 6 major target groups. The most important is farmers and agri-food system, which involves large number of stakeholder audiences, like public-private businesses and agri-food value chain actors, who can identify opportunities for investment or job creation using agro-ecological approaches. Another group is NGOs and civil organizations and local communities, who can participate in knowledge sharing activities. They can also identify opportunities to UNISECO to address local issues or construct local implementation within the project and of course beyond. And well, everyone's consumers, so the Knowledge Hub is also to show how the outcomes of the project are relevant to people's everyday lives, as we could just hear from David's. UNISECO also aims to bring an added value at the societal level, and it will be a layman's interpretation of the topic and the project results. Another important group is governments and administrations, both at local, regional, and national governments and policymakers, regulatory and managing authorities, but also regional enterprise and planning authorities, and technical staff who can participate in scenario and knowledge sharing activities. And a major target audience is, of course, the European Commission and its agencies, the international bodies and government representatives, who can tailor findings for their design of measures at EU or national policies and mechanisms. And UNISECO wants to bring added value at the EU policy level as well, of course. And finally, but I think it's also an important leg or target audience, is the science and innovation, who deal with disciplines related to improving the sustainability of agro-ecological farming systems, both to exploit research synergies and respond to practice needs and policy. So this is how currently the start page of the Agro-ecological Knowledge Hub looks like. And you can see the entry points by specific audiences. So this is kind of like a router that would orient the reader which target group they might want to explore. And it gives a library of insights and practical tools produced by this project to help all the spheres of society interested in or practicing or building policies for farming, rural areas and rural development, in order to find what they really need and how they can contribute to a more sustainable agriculture and food system. So these are just some examples of the sub-pages, and maybe it's not really readable, but we already included some of the major headings that we would be contributing to with explaining our project results. So you can see here the screenshot of the farmers and agri-food chain and the EC and international bodies, and also some other examples here. And these pages contain more in detail. For instance, the NGOs, we discuss how NGOs have been involved in UNISECO and what's the current role of NGOs in agro-ecological farming systems and food systems, and how they can, what's their future role and what are the tools they might use. And these are just example pages from the consumer sub-pages. So we're kind of still in the prototype development, and we hope to fully publish the Knowledge Hub by the end of the project. So the project and the Knowledge Hub has brought together lots of peer-reviewed and great literature, which in many cases is difficult to reach, and has drawn on issues raised in the multi-actor platforms, and also include topics identified in the story maps and assess it. So there is an exploitation plan being implemented, as you already heard from Jana, that we started this kind of exploitation process by transferring assess to global WWF for longer term availability and further development. So we also have plans for securing similar longevity and expansion of the Knowledge Hub. And for this, we are really seeking for collaborations with key actors with a role, including consortium partners like ELO. And we are also seeking other opportunities to integrate external knowledge with a clear indication of its source. So the aim is really to ensure ongoing relevance of the hub. And beyond the summaries of project results, we would like to open it up for inclusion of other sources of knowledge. So possibilities being explored to feed into a link with the Agro-ecological Partnership CSA network building projects, how it could be developed in the preparation of that partnership. So our approach and strategy is to provide an exploitation platform for future research projects involving external actors in practice and policy. And this is why we consider the Agro-ecological Knowledge Hub not just an exploitation platform for the project, but a sort of exploitation tool that we would like to further use. And we are planning a webinar later in April that will focus on the Knowledge Hub and on the methodological handbook more in details once it's there. So as a sort of conclusion of my presentation, we would really like to welcome your comments on what would you really like to see in the Knowledge Hub beyond what has been presented here. Would you include any new sections, or would you like your activity or outputs to be included here? So please provide links to your projects and equivalent resources of information in a session chat. So I would like to thank you for your attention here.